Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sidelines. You can feel the energy here in Barclays Center. The Nets looking to please their fans in this Eastern Conference matchup. This game against Indiana, the first game of the NBA's regular season. They could only manage a single win in 4 tries against these guys last year. Here's Nembhard. Driving to the basket. And he uses the glass on the layup. And on paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blowout, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Here's Halliburton. And Halliburton slams it in.
And a guy who can get up off the floor. Halliburton will throw one down if you're sleeping.
Got that one up quick. Nembhard's got 5 points so far.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft. GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
Well, you talk about Cam Thomas. RJ, he's one of the most explosive scorers I know in the NBA.
Well, after Kyrie and KD got traded out of Brooklyn, Thomas went off, putting together a streak of 3 straight 40-point games.
Johnson for 3. And again, it's the Nets missing. Pass to Siakam. And Nembhard has it in the corner. No good with the triple. And it's Evans with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a 3-point game. It's Thomas outside. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. 7 points in the game.
And Thomas is a very efficient shooter from those corners.
The shot's good from Halliburton.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And the shot is good.
Getting out on the break. Nice finish by Halliburton. Great execution for the team.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to catch up with Brooklyn's head coach. Now, we talked about Bennedict Mathurin, their confident wing. Coach said guarding Mathurin is a challenge. He's got that it factor. So we've told our guys who are defending him, you have to try to match his intensity. He'll eat you alive. Checking Bennedict Mathurin, never an easy assignment. Kevin?
Thanks, David. The drive by Siakam. Can't connect from short range. From deep, Thomas drains it from beyond the arc. Thomas got 10.
Thomas is drawing attention, and rightfully so. Then he finishes it with a nice dish.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
To the middle. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. And so it's Rick Carlisle here calling timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Indiana making some changes. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. Inside. Outside, Walker. Here's the screen. The jump hook. Pass to Shepard. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Brooklyn trailing. Following some ups and downs, Richard, the Brooklyn Nets, and you know this, they're back in rebuild mode.
Yes, unfortunately they are, but fans shouldn't let the word rebuild discourage them. The Nets still have a ton of solid pieces, and it's just a question of making smart moves from here on out.
And the shot goes in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Thomas feeling it out a bit. Johnson right side. On the clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort. The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Now here's Thomas. 10 points for him. And there's...
Nice finish. Now be careful because he is a rhythm scorer. Thomas has been locked and loaded all night with a full clip.
And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. 54 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Steps back and fires. And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Shot's good by Walker.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. The Pacers making the shot. Kicks it out to Evans. Misses the three. Indiana leading. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game time.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution. Running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
The Pacers shooting their first free throw of the contest.
And they shot 81. Have mercy.
Wow. Thomas is electric. He always makes things happen when he's on the floor.
Shoots the three. You can't hit that time. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. Pacers lead by 1. Stay with us. 21. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Pacers.
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score.
And you can't turn it over against this team. That's a recipe for disaster, and we're seeing the results of that.
Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Haliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Haliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
That one drops for him.
And inside, Mathurin makes great use of his agility, developing some instincts for how to get around in traffic.
Pass to Whitehead. Over Mathurin. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Indiana leading by 7. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, thanks very much. Tyrese Haliburton is a person who's in control. He says, I want to win, so I'm just trying to figure out the right way to do that. Right now, it's get the ball in my hands and just make the right reads. I can facilitate probably better than the majority of people in the league. So that's what I want to do. I want to get my guys the ball. Kevin?
He does, doesn't he, David? Every single time. And, David, we thank you for that report. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Whitehead's shot is off.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Turner. And it's slammed in by Turner.
Hard to stop Turner in close. As soon as he has prime positioning, he is going for the slam.
And he drives in.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And Ben Gregg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And something that every NBA player has now that maybe they didn't a couple years ago, RJ, their own personal trainer.
Well, it's just a beautiful investment of your own resources back into your body. I love that players are hiring chefs, dietitians, sleep aides, and the teams are hiring them. I love every aspect of it.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Here's Christie. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Here's Halliburton. And he can't jam it through.
Look, I'll give him an A for effort for trying to dunk through the defense, but maybe he should ease up on that one just a little bit.
Over to the wing. Releases. Nembhard grabs the board.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Oh, what an amazing finish there. Just fearless in when he attacks the rim and is as if the big fella wasn't even there.
He tries for three. Markovic. Pass to Whitehead. Just 5 to shoot. Over Mathurin. And the shot no good, a bit short.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Outside Turner. For the three. Sinks the triple. Turner's got the lead up to 9 now for the Pacers.
And the uniqueness of Turner, an elite shot blocker who has deep range on that jumper. And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Pacers leading by 7. Driving in. Bucket is good. 8 points for him.
And that's what you like to see right there. A solid move to give himself some room and take it inside.
To the paint. Stolen away. Pass to Nesmith. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. There's a good screen. Driving inside. Rejected by Walker.
An impactful defender. The young forward Walker is good at reading shooters and just stifling their offense.
Here's Whitehead. Lets it go from deep. Drills the three-pointer. Whitehead's got 5 points so far.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time. Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice.
Three-pointer. No good on that one. And so it's the Indiana Pacers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And we'll be right back after this. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of the game it's been so far. And it's Haliburton missing.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Oh, and the jam by Thomas.
You see Thomas's confidence growing on shots like these, just taking it to the defense.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line, no matter the situation.
Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. 3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
You love the readiness of Cam Thomas. Whatever his team needs, whenever they need it, he is prepared to deliver.
And the layup's good off the glass. Thomas got 21.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time. Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Here's Mathurin. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner. 8 points here for Benedict Mathurin. Lets the 3 fly. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Brooklyn trailing. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. The score now all even. 23 points in the game.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
It's Nembhard on the wing. And it's blocked. And that'll be Indiana as it goes out of bounds. Pacers retain possession. Outside Mathurin. Siakam outside. Fires it up. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Siakam's got his second basket of the night.
And nice read from Mathurin. He's always trying to get his teammates going.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Pacers obviously push the fast break. Tyrese Haliburton says the emphasis is getting outlets and running, playing fast. That's a good identity to have. It's a team that people want to play for, and it's a style you don't want to play against. You've got to be ready to play us. Kevin, the idea is for them to wear you down.
They fly, David. Baseline to baseline. They can really go. Johnson outside for the lead. Good on the three-point shot. Johnson's got the lead up to 1 now for Brooklyn.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Here's Siakam. Out to Turner. And again, it's Indiana converting.
Makes decisive decisions on the hardwood. Once Turner saw the catch-and-shoot opportunity, he was locked and loaded.
Greg, in January 2024, Pascal Siakam was traded out of Toronto.
And he came into the league an older player from a mid-major school. The Raptors did a lot to help Siakam, turning him into an all-NBA caliber player.
Here's Haliburton. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
They are just killing him on the interior.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. The shot by Sharp. Nobody around. Off target from three-point range. Halliburton outside. Here's Siakam. Shot on the wing. It's hauled in by Thomas.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
A 3-ball. They get the rebound. And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Substitutions on the court.
We've got 1:48 left to play here in the third. 5 on the clock. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Shepherd with the ball. Still without a basket. From deep, Walker. Here's Christie. The Nets working the ball around now. Misses from close range. Pass to Shepherd. Now Nesmith. Here's Walker. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Pacers have missed both of their free throws tonight. 0 for 2 so far. And the first one drops.
Christie. First personal foul. First team.
And so Walker nails both of them. It's a close game here in Brooklyn. There's 47 seconds left here in the third quarter. The Nets have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight. First one falls for.
At the line. Shooting for Brooklyn. At the line.
Good on both. 46 seconds left in the third quarter. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Now the Pacers moving it up. And Walker throws it down hard.
When Jarris Walker stuffs it, we feel those bucks over here.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Time to make some noise, Nets fans. Because here they come. Give it up one more time.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Brooklyn trailing. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. The shot missing. On offense, here are the Pacers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Reverses. No good on the layup. Markovic. Second chance shot. He's off from 3. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an
The Pacers, 56. All right, fans.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Nets, trailing by 2. Outside for Thomas to take the lead. Sharp. Outside Thomas. And here's the fast break. Siakam leading the way. Wasted no time on that one. 6 points for Siakam. And a closer look here at the hustle stance for the Pacers.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And also, guys, they push the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
Nembhard's shot is good.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Here's Thomas. The rebound by Turner. Pacers leading by 6. Mathurin with the ball. Now Thomas defending.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
Building out this lead brick by brick, they have taken a very methodical approach.
Down low. Misses from short range. Here's Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
He gets it in there. And now it's a 12-point Pacer lead.
And once Halliburton hits his stride, there's just very little you can do defensively, proving how dominant he can be.
Here's Thomas. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead. And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Good work there as it goes. Thomas got 4 this quarter.
That's an agile little move there by Thomas to get himself to that bucket.
And a wide open look for Siakam. Connects from 3-point range. Siakam's got the lead up to 13 now for the Pacers. Pass to Sharp. There's a screen to the inside. Back to Thomas. To the middle. Shot clock at 6. Here's Nembhard. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That free throw good from Nembhard. And both free throws good for Nembhard. Nets trailed by 15. Outside Thomas. And Sharp has it in the corner. Johnson outside. They set the pick. Just 5 on the clock. Turner with the steal. Halliburton inside the 3-point line. Offensive rebound. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Outside Thomas. Launches a 3. Down low. The Nets working the ball around now. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Sharp. Pass to Thomas. There's the pick. To the paint. And another turnover here by Brooklyn. And it's the Pacers' ball. They're on a 17-4 run right now. It's Nembhard on the wing. Mathurin for three. And the Pacers can't get it to go. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for Brooklyn. 15-point game. Pass to Sharp. Back to Thomas. Johnson outside. Lets it go from the wing. The rebound by Turner.
Normally he drains that.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Indiana.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And it'll mark their fourth win on the year. Actually, their fifth win on the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Tyrese Halliburton.
Okay, I'm going to explain what he did here. It's called playmaking. Being someone that seeks out their teammates, making the extra pass.
Siakam outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Here's Sharp. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
At the line, shooting.
And he sinks the second. And so here is Indiana. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Siakam outside. Pass to Nembhard. There's the triple. He's off on that one. So no problem for Indiana.